Hello, good morning. Earlier this year, I had a flood in the bathroom at this end of the house. That should be resolved at this point, although who knows what's going to have to happen. But the floor in the other bedroom and the floor in the bathroom are probably going to need to be replaced. Anyway, the floor in the bathroom and the floor in the other bedroom are probably going to need to be replaced. So I had to pull out the tub, I had to pull out the surround, I had to pull out all the carpet. So I decided to go ahead and redo the floors at this end of the house. So I'm going to redo the floor in this bedroom, in the other bedroom where the flood was, and in the bathroom. But I wanted to show you something about this. I've been taking out the tack strips, and I can't do it for very long. I can only do it for a couple of minutes at a time because my knees and hips start to complain. So I'm done around to about there, just under the window. But I ran into something interesting because the floor, in order to put the vinyl flooring, the plank flooring down, the floor has to be level. And it is level through most of the floor. However, at this side, all the way across, about where my foot is, it starts to slope down. And about where my foot is, it starts to slope down. Now, in reality, this piece over here is level. When I put the level on it, this piece shows level, and then it slopes down from there. So that end has a much more severe slope, although I can't really feel it. I can tell that the slope is there because of the way my feet are going. I can tell that it's sloping down. I can tell that it's sloping down over there, but that will need to be leveled, and I'll need to take care of all of that. We'll have to wait and see. But I wanted to show you something, because when I realized that there was a slope on both sides, I was thinking, oh no. Are there foundation problems? Is there something else that's going to have to be done? Is this going to turn into a much larger, complete renovation project? And I sincerely hope not, because I do not have the money for that. So, but I noticed something very, very interesting. As you look over here, you can see that there's a gap between the drywall and the floor. Over here, it is flush with the floor. But over here, there's a gap between the drywall and the floor. And something that I noticed showed me, I think, that this is original to the house. This was when the house was built. They built it with the floors like this. So the floors were already slanted. Whether the whole house is slanted, I don't know. But the floors in this room, the floor in the other room, the floor in the bathroom, all slope toward the west. But if you look down here, this is what I noticed. Oh, let me get down. Okay, so you have the gap between the floor and the drywall. And then at the very end, you have this strip that goes all the way to the ceiling. There's no bubbles, no gaps, nothing like that. And it goes all the way down to the floor, which tells me that that slope was there when that strip was put in. This slope is intrinsic to the house. It's always been there. So I am going to have to level the floors. Not sure exactly how I'm going to do that yet. There are a couple of ways that I could. I'm thinking about various things. But this side is level across there, and then this side slopes down as well. And I think all of that is intrinsic to the house. I think it was that way when it was built. I will talk with you later.